but I'm pretty much caught up with things I don't do. It's my day off. Monday's my best day for me. And I was like, okay, we'll do one. See who's around. I don't know. I usually do them a little bit earlier, but I had to take care of some errands first. So, well, here I am now. So I figure, all right, 4:20, we'll do 4:20 cafe. Just chill out. You want to come on in and just talk current events? Um, and we'll try to keep it as drama free as possible. I think I popped the link in the official Bro Joe Hangout. So maybe a couple of yeah. So how you feeling out there? Yeah, pop in a comment or something. I think we got two viewers out there. One or two viewers. Say hello. Uh, I'm gonna catch a nice buzz if you don't mind. Mm-hmm. Ball confusion. So yeah. So big news of the day, I guess, is the coronavirus, right? Of the day of the month. Let me pull up something here. Let's see. Okay, you should see that on your screen. Okay, there we go. So, I mean, I don't know how accurate this is. You know, I don't know how accurate these numbers are. Um, but I know quite a few people have been using this website, worldometers.info. Um, I don't trust most numbers that come out of government. Any government, I don't trust them. Sorry, but so especially any numbers coming out of China because they like to save face. They want to save face. They probably this thing was probably not even reported till they had to, and they'll probably try and sweep it under the carpet, because China likes to save face. They want to save face. They don't want to look like they're doing anything dishonorably, even though they're a bunch of communists. But okay. Oh, but apparently, yeah, there's 90,302 cases worldwide, 3,087 deaths supposedly, and 45,705 recovered. Um, Now, if we I'm at the point where I don't know whether to take this as I'm not at the point where I'm like, oh, so worried, scared, um, and this is going to be a worldwide pandemic. Um, and then the other side of me is like, well, this could just be a strain of just the good old flu, just a different strain, and the amount of people affected, the amount of people dying the numbers seem, according to these, right, and the numbers we get seem to be no different than people who get the flu and die in anywhere. I believe in the U.S. we got 60 to 80,000 deaths related to the flu in the U.S. alone every year, and that's a big number, right? Sounds like a big, but compared to the population, 320 plus million, it's a small percentage. But so there's that end of how serious to take this flu. Could just be, like a flu, where most people won't be affected because most people because it's going to affect the elderly, right? And very young kids, babies. Immune systems are For the elderly, usually compromised. They're just weaker, and kids are just not fully developed yet. So, like any other flu, seems like that would be the case. Maybe that's happening with it with this. I would be interested in these deaths to know what was the age group of the people who died. What was their health like? That would be an interesting thing to know. Now they say they got closed cases here. 45,700 recovered or discharged, 94% of the closed cases. And of that, 3,000 plus died. Active cases going on now, 41,000. Currently infected patients. They're in mild condition, 34,000. Serious or critical, 7,000 plus. Now, that's a pretty high number. I mean, compared to the closed cases, and you know, but it does seem like most of them will survive. And that's all going to be dependent on, where you at in the world, what kind of care you get, things like that. Let me just double check. Oh, okay, no, it was. Hey, Stan's out there. How you doing? Go off to the range. Cool. Corona virus. Okay. Yeah, the reinfection rate. You're right, Stan. I heard it. People, then gotta get infected, and it's like then they're like diagnosed that they recovered, and then they get reinfected, and it just comes back like twice as bad. And yeah, those seem to be the ones that get it worse or die. um, so last week, now I know I was talking with Richard, right? Richard, and maybe he's listening. Maybe he'll come in. I don't know. And last week, and he was pretty much like, "This is not that serious." And we were looking at this chart last week. As you can see, when we looked at it, we were like, okay, can't really tell, but it looked like it was going to, kind of even out, like around this point, right? Because, yeah, that's about last week. Yeah. But now it is going on an upward trend, this graph. It is going on an upward trend. Number of cases going up, a little bit sharp, and number of deaths. So, yeah, we had a couple cases. There's one, I think, it was in the New York area. Besides one in Jersey, there was someone reported in the New York area, and it's the worst on the spread, and people are starting. Apparently, starting to get prepared for it. They're getting food. They're getting um, antibacterial soap and hand sanitizers, stuff like that. So you have reports of that. How much I don't know. Like I went to the post office today, and the woman there, clerk, she's like, "Yeah, I can't seem to get Lysol." I'm like, "Well, I was in the store yesterday, and there was Lysol on the shelves, so there was still stuff on the shelves. I don't know what she was talking about." And then that's not New York. I'm in. This is Pennsylvania, nowhere near a major city. So I'm of the mind where if I'm just gonna be preparing, just like you're gonna prepare for any other kind of disaster, a hurricane, earthquake, or you know, or the power goes out for whatever reason. Um, I'm under my side. Just keep prepared as if I'm gonna prepare for anything else. If there was, they said, you know what, better everybody to stay in their house. They might say that, and you could look at 40 days, 40, 50 days then you might have to stay in your home, or it'd be the best thing for you to stay in home. So prepare for things like that. Have enough food. You know, have some bottled water. If you can, have some store some gasoline for your car or a generator. You know, things like that. Worst case scenario. That's worst case scenario. Because I mean, we were hearing things like supply chains being affected coming out of China. You know, lower number of people going to work. You know, these kind of reports hearing. And depending on the products, it could take a couple months before you feel the effects here because they're still going through all that inventory that they already have. Um, we are hearing about wood, certain plywood, OBS, particle board, stuff like that that is made, put together in China. Um, those prices might be going up. They're going up as well. And so we'll see how that happens. I mean, as we're entering spring in here now, and people want to do their home improvements or whatever, build, you know, home building season. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, have your food, have your water, have your medicine prepared. Oh, okay. Here's some other numbers. So yeah, U.S. We're on up to 96 cases um of this flu, and it was just about that's about tripled since last month. Still very very low number compared to how many people are in the states. All right, I see anybody come in. Stand still up there. Yeah, I heard about those rail blockades. What were they protesting again, Stan? What was that all about? Oh, we got Mr. Heretic in the house.
I thought you looked a bit lonely in here, bro, Joe.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I thought you looked a bit lonely in here.
Yeah, I've been lonely so long.
'Cause you gotta have friends.
Uh, so how's coronavirus affecting you over there in the UK? What's going on over there?
Well, I just saw that you were doing some stuff on it. It's not affecting me at all.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That's good.
It
What's the buzz? What's the buzz going on in your area?
there's no buzz whatsoever. It's like it's just a particularly strong flu strain, bit like SARS was, but even less strong. And the numbers that I looked at on the WHO, it particularly affects people over 80. There's something like a 15% fatality rate if you're over 80. And it comes down to something like 3% if you're over 70 and 1.5% if you're over 50 fatality rate. And below that, it's less than 1%, going down to 0.2% for
according
kids
to this
10 years
website.
upwards.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, according to this website, you got like 40. It says 40 cases in the UK. With no deaths, so that's a good thing. No deaths reported. But yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Could this just be, it's just another strain of the flu? It's not affecting anyone more or worse than any other virus, might be.
Oh, no, it is worse. It is worse. It's much stronger. This is much worse than normal. Definitely.
You think?
But yeah. But that's just on the numbers that we know. Because it is said that about 80% of people actually only get mild symptoms. If you see what I mean?
They're young and strong.
Whatever it is, 80% of people get mild symptoms, which suggests that shed loads of people have had this and just thought it was the flu or a cold, stayed in bed for a couple of days, got better, right, I'm fine, let's get back to work type of thing. And within a couple of weeks, they're back up to absolute normality, which then means that actually the numbers of these cases reported is much less than the actual numbers that there are. And yet the deaths reported from it will be quite accurate, unless there's some countries that are hiding it, of course. So the actual fatality rate is much lower.
Yeah, like China. Can we really trust the number? I mean, I say it all the time. I don't even trust the numbers that come out of my own country, never mind it coming out of China. So,
yeah. I think China have. Did you see any of the videos about China? I saw one where is it Hubei, Wuhan? In Wuhan, is that the place where it started? They think.
Yeah, Wuhan. Yeah.
In Wuhan, the police were actually going door to door and forcefully taking the temperature of people. And if anybody had a high temperature, 5 or 6 of them would come in and drag them out and take them off somewhere.
Yeah, I'm hearing stories like that. Taking them off to these, huge like camps. They got stadiums with all these beds in there.
I don't know where they were taking them.
One spot.
Yeah, I don't know where.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no treatment for it. According to that ship from Japan that had some people on it.
But people are getting better. They're recovering. So something's something right.
But that's the point. You don't get any treatment. It's just like flu. You go to bed, you have your fever, and you get over it.
Yeah.
There isn't any treatment for it. Not yet, in exactly the same way that there's no treatment for a cold. There's no treatment for the flu.
Well, I'm going to probably be doing my treatment, that I do every time I feel a cold coming on, or I can't remember the last time I had a flu. I mean, I don't even remember that. But and I haven't had a flu shot in decades.
I've never had a flu shot. But I did, I haven't. I had the flu. No, I had some kind of gastro type flu last Christmas, the Christmas before the one just gone. And then I had something this Christmas, which was nowhere near as fucking bad, but it left me absolutely drained and I could hardly move.
No.
But yeah, maybe that was just something to do with, calm down, relax. I'm on holiday now. I'm not at work anymore. Bang! Hit by something. So
you know me, I like my natural herbs, so I will take golden seal. So herbs, check it out, and it can detox your body.
As long as you're not wiping peppermint all over your testicles.
Woo! Yeah, that was fun.
The peppermint you have in America is much stronger than we have it here.
Peppermint oil. That's what I did. The peppermint oil. I know. Crazy bastard. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. People, do not put peppermint oil on your balls.
Don't do it. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, I say avoid menthol shaving cream too.
Yeah, that too.
With the peppermint oil and menthol shaving cream. Hey, heretic. Hey, good day.
Avoid, but isn't it meant to be for shaving? Is it just dangerous? Is it just for the really hard men to use menthol shaving?
I can only speak for myself, so yeah. Somebody else, it might be good, but nah, yeah.
But Heretic, are you prepared? Are you prepared though? Are you at least preparing for,
No,
No, not at all.
there's no treatment for it. It's a flu. If
Well,
it's going to get me, it's going to get me.
I'm saying, if you had to be quarantined, and be stuck in your house for 40 days.
40 days.
Yeah, 40 days. They're saying incubation is with the period could be like 24, 40 days before you can realize if you have it or not.
Nah.
Huh?
Nah. Forced diet,
Do you have 40 days worth of food in the house?
No, I've got about maybe 3.
Yeah. Yeah, like most people.
I'll just get on the internet and book it from Waitrose or Asda or something. Get somebody to bring me some. Yeah.
And probably expect to have the prices to go up.
Wow. Yeah, they would. Maybe.
If there's a panic, if this thing gets worse and there's a panic. If the supply chain does get interrupted, then different goods. Who knows?
Who knows?
It could be a couple months since if we see the worst of it. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Where's it going to go? I don't know. It's these things are bound to happen. We've been talking about it for God knows how many decades about some nasty new virus coming up. First of all, it was SARS. Back what was that? 25 years ago?
Yeah.
And that came out of China as well. We've just got too many people on this planet.
Most of the fucking pandemics come out of China.
You remember H1N1? How fun that was? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
2 waves of H1N1. That was very exciting. That's all they talked about for 6 months straight. H1N1.
We're going to get more and more and more of these things. I'm absolutely convinced because there's too many fucking people on this planet. We're lucky. We've lived long enough. We can fucking die off. It's nice and easy.
No, I want to. Come on. I'm planning on until 105, bro.
You'll be lucky.
105.
You'll be lucky.
Yeah.
You'll be slobbering into your computer at the age of 105. Okay, I can't see my keyboard properly. Why isn't my microphone working?
Hey, the thing on.
Fucking hell. I got a really shitty internet connection still. Fucking hell. So you've got these numbers up at the moment: 90,000 cases so far, 3,000 deaths. So it's staying around the 3.3 to every 100, which was the numbers that came out of China. But the actual range of that is it hits old people. Hey, no fucking surprise there. Not at all.
Right. Yeah, I would want to know the 3,000 deaths. What is the age range? I don't.
Look on the WHO website. Just Google WHO coronavirus.
No, I know. As soon as you put in corona, it comes up first sight. Oh, have you noticed that people who have YouTube channels that are mentioning the coronavirus, they put the WHO website, boom, right there underneath the video.
Have they?
Yes. They've done that in the States.
Very clever. It's clever now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very clever.
This YouTube thing.
Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. So where should we look? Situation reports.
What did I look up? WHO, Corona virus, age.
Top 10 causes of death. I think I'm going a different direction here now. Heart disease.
Here we go. I'll put something in. I'll put something in for you to stream.
You have a link? Oh, yeah.
I've just put it into the private chat. Yeah.
Come on. From Business Insider. Okay, let me stop this one. Share the other one. Come a sec. Oh, there it is. Okay. I gotta pause. I gotta pause ad block.
It says that on the screen.
Yeah.
And then you press refresh.
Yeah. You paused it. All right, very good. Oh, fuck you. I did it already. What are you doing? The other one? Let me see.
How many ad blockers are you using?
Looks like I thought I only had one. It looks like I have two on here. I have Ad Block and Ad Block Plus. Okay. Do you see it now?
Okay, there's a table of a few
Studied
strokes
more
down.
than 44,000 coronavirus patients. That's about half of them.
Yeah, there's a nice graph a little bit further down.
Nice little graph. There we go. This is the source is the Chinese Center for Disease Control.
Yeah. So this is just from the Chinese stuff. 15% people 80 plus, 8% people 70 to 80, less than 4% 60 to 70, less than 1.5% 50 to 59, and then just small numbers.
Surprised they don't show infants or anyone up to age 9. I would think those would be higher, no? Like,
I don't know why they're not saying it. Maybe this is just the information that they give out.
oh yeah, the study did not report any deaths in children younger than 10, who represented less than 1% of the patients.
Okay.
And this is the 44,000 study of 44,000 patients. We said there was what 90,000 cases, and I think there was like 40.
It's now at 90,302 was what you put up.
Yeah.
And with 3,000 deaths, it's exactly the same proportions as what came out of China.
Now, apparently, these masks, this does nothing to prevent you from getting it. This would maybe prevent if he had it, and he would prevent it from maybe spreading it, because then he'll just sneeze right into his mask with these types of masks. masks, these masks here, well, N95, where that keeps the small particles out, is the kind of mask supposedly supposed to work a little bit better. Though that has to fit, like, has to fit very well around your nose and mouth. And then you have the issue of your eyes. Apparently, you can get the virus through your eyes. So you would need to wear glasses, goggles.
I didn't know that. I wonder if you can get it through your pores as well.
Because there's a canals
Who
or something,
knows?
canal or pores. There's a porous area or something near the eye, and which it can get into. Part of your sinuses and shit.
And then it takes what, 3 weeks or something before you're showing any symptoms at all?
I've heard anything from 24 to
Something like
40
that?
days. Yeah, 24 to 40 days.
Right. That's more than 3 weeks then.
Yeah.
Between 3.5 and 6 weeks.
Oh, who's joining us? Is that Cerberus? Hey.
So if somebody is found to have symptoms, you're going back. Who have you been in contact with the past 6 weeks? Because you could have passed it on during that time.
I guess.
Yeah.
Sir, what's any news around near you? Any cases? What kind of alerts are they sending to you guys? Anything?
Not really anything. We already practice, caution in dealing with stuff. So
yeah.
The thing is, if it has an incubation period of like 3 weeks, it's not being contained.
No, that's the point, isn't it? It's like an incubation period of 3 to 6 weeks, and it's just out there. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, especially if the infection time's way shorter than that. Like, if they're contagious before symptoms are showing, then whatever.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing you can do about
worse
it.
Than the regular flu, sir.
I haven't really looked at the statistics and compared them.
Because in America, isn't like 60 to 80,000 people die from effects from the flu every year in the States.
Yeah, I mean, it might be like a flu that no one has any sort of immunity to, right? Because it's not really the flu.
Okay.
Anyway, I think it's something that we're just going to have. It's going to be a thing that's around.
I think there's going to be more and more and more of these things coming up. Loads of them. We'll get another one in 2 years, then we'll get another one a year later, and then we'll get 5 in a year, and then it'll just escalate.
Of course, Heretic, it's the end times.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Of course.
See, I did read somewhere that actually 80% of people find the coronavirus is just mild. And therefore, they won't be reporting it at all. People won't know that they've had it.
Yeah, they'll probably just think it's the cold or flu.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how H1N1 was. Second wave of H1N1 wasn't that bad.
So I'm looking at something called japantimes.co.jp at the moment, and it says the coronavirus has been compared to the flu, which every year infects 10 to 50 million people each year in the US, leaving tens of thousands dead. according to the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It is a mild-mannered serial killer. And coronavirus, for many, is about as serious as a cold or the flu.
Yeah.
Unlike Ebola.
Prevention, I guess, comes down to prevention too.
How do you prevent it?
Keep
You
up
might
a good immune system. Build up your immune system. Get your right vitamins, stuff.
Still going to affect the people over 80 and 70, you know.
I'm gonna avoid all Oriental people in appearance wearing masks.
You'll have already got it, Tommy.
I caught it from Steve McRae, man.
Exactly. You got it from some American that's got it from some other American who got it from some American that went to China.
Yeah, I wonder how the Chinese restaurants and the nail shops are doing. I bet traffic is down.
Apparently traffic's down everywhere, isn't it? People have stopped going out anywhere. Italy have cancelled football matches where 50 to 60,000 people would all be together at one point in time.
Right. Sir, did you cancel your manicure appointment?
No, obviously not. I need to be looking pretty.
How about the woman? The woman, did she go for a regular manicure?
Nah, not usually. She does all that kind of stuff herself.
There you go.
Do you wear a mask in the fire station, sir?
In the fire station, no.
No.
Well, lots of times you wear a mask when you're going to a health call. Depends on what it is.
Yeah. Brojo was saying earlier on, were you in when he was saying that the mask that was being shown, it's just like the type of mask a doctor would wear when they're operating on you, the green one that just wraps around your ears. He was saying that it's completely irrelevant. Sorry, Brojo.
Yeah. I mean, for stuff like this, the problem is really getting it on you and then touching your face, not so much the breathing it in. I mean, I suppose if someone with it just coughed in your mouth, right, the mask would help, but outside of that,
I was under the impression that those types of masks were to protect the patient more than the doctor.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's one way to solve the overpopulation problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Plus, you don't have to pay all those benefits out either.
I'm waiting for some left-wing radical just to get on television and say, good, we need to clean out all the old people because they vote Republican too much.
Make it political.
Right. They'll say something about how capitalism's made this dirty world and the Republicans will be punished for it.
Imagine how many old people in China, man. They got a bunch to get rid of. So, yeah.
How many people live in China nowadays?
Over 1 billion.
Well, there's over 1 billion in India.
Yeah.
1.2 billion in India. It's 1.4 billion in China.
Damn. I'm feeling sick just thinking about this. Blood Chinese. Oh. The market looks like it's making somewhat of a recovery, unless this is just like one cat bounce. But I was after last week's dive, I was hearing people going, "Well, it's going to go down even more Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday." Even though it just represents about 30 companies, right? The Dow.
Does it?
I think so.
Isn't it much more than that?
The big 30. Apparently, there's a study out that reveals a second type of schizophrenia. Pull up that story for you if you're interested.
Is that a joke? Is that a joke?
What?
There's a second type of schizophrenia.
That
There isn't. There's a third type as well.
That is funny, isn't it? That is just funny as hell.
I guess, yeah. I'm just reading the headline. That's all I'm doing.
I love it. I think that's a brilliant, absolutely brilliant headline. You're a schizo bastard. No, I'm not. You are. Go on then. What is this second? What does this second subtype of schizophrenia actually do then?
Well, according to the article, for the first time ever, 2 distinct neuroanatomical variations of schizophrenia have been identified. Researchers analyzed the brain scans of over 300 schizophrenia patients to make their discovery. The first variation shows lower volumes of gray matter in comparison to a healthy brain. The second type of schizophrenia, though, shows largely the same levels of gray matter that would be seen in a normal brain. Needless to say, these findings may revolutionize mankind's understanding of schizophrenia as well as identification and treatment methods.
So you got subtype 1 that's got red bits, and you got subtype 2 that's got green bits.
Hey, those pretty pictures back it up, dude. That's raw.
What's going on with that first one all the way up? So it's almost like a subtle schizophrenia, no? Very. Okay. United States, China, and Germany with the studies. All the participants are 45 or younger.
And the ones with subtype 2 were all subscribed to Steve McRae.
How come we don't have no Chinese people in this in the chats? You don't hang out.
I don't know. They don't like hanging around with us Westerners, I don't think.
Yeah, probably not.
I remember when I was at university and there'd be large communities of Chinese and they always just kept to themselves. Wouldn't mix.
Birds of a feather.
But very clever. They knew what the hell they were doing. I don't know. That's I guess there's a difference between how Westerners in the UK enjoy their downtime versus how other people do.
They love to gamble. Fucking Chinese.
Yeah. Maybe that is what they enjoy their downtime doing.
Oh yeah, they do. I just saw a report. One getaway. Oh fuck! What was the name of the place now? Where a lot of Chinese go gamble. Macau. That they're experiencing an 88% decline at the casinos there.
Really?
Yep.
People aren't traveling from China.
No. Well, they're not letting them out.
Maybe.
Or if you go, you're not coming back. What's this story? Is the world's tallest mammal at risk from a silent extinction?
Is that the giraffe?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. That would be good.
Is there a giraffe coronavirus?
Keep forgetting. How do I shut off Java again? Never mind. We're in danger of taking the trusty giraffe for granted. In Africa, this wouldn't be the same without. Let's see. Of course, I'm not going to get the whole freaking article unless I subscribe. But it does say that there are fewer than 100,000 left in the wild. A decline of 40% since the mid 80s. That's what that last line says. 40%. That's a big jump. That's a big drop, I mean. Poor giraffe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Savory Institute?
Savvy?
They have the Savory Institute, Alan Savory, in Africa.
No.
They've got a totally different way of looking at things. You know, everyone's against livestock and cows and say, oh, they're just really bad for the environment. They're really bad, and we should all go vegetarian or vegan and just plant crops instead of doing this. And of course, everybody was doing that and getting rid of all of the livestock, and everything got worse and worse and worse. And there was massive desertification across Africa and then across lots of other countries, including America. And Savory eventually tested out actually bringing livestock back in herds and moving them around large herds, move them around large areas as if they were being stalked by lions and the like. Just keep them moving. And basically their hooves break up all of the tops of the desertified ground. And then they shit and piss all over the place. And within a year or 2 years, the ground is recovered because basically they've reproduced soil. And that improves the wildlife as well. So there are still cases and times where we still get it wrong. We still think that we know better than nature and the way that nature has always done it. And keep fucking it up. But there's such a big lobby that goes against his methods that nobody's backing him.
There's something like that happened in Yellowstone Park, where there was decline of wolves. I believe it was wolves, and either because they were all being hunted or something like that, they started breeding them, and it changed the whole cycle there, the whole terrain. It brought back other animals too, and vegetation, and just revived the whole area.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'm off, guys. I'm absolutely knackered. So I'm getting out of it. I'm off to bed. I'm having an early night. You have a good one, fellas.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Just you and I, Tommy.
Here we are.
Here we are. So don't forget to stock up, Tommy.
What now? The stock market's up?
Stock up, stock up.
Oh yeah, stock up. Oh, I'm well stocked.
Get your food, get your mask, get your medicine.
Chill out, find somebody to love, and wait for the apocalypse.
That's it. I think I'll do one more here. One more story. Let's see. Here's one for us, for you. Let me see. Where is screen shares? Out of Israel. Israeli miracle cure, quote unquote, rabbi charged with fraud. Who would have thunk? 82-year-old. Yes. 82-year-old Israeli rabbi, head of an ultra-Orthodox Jewish sect, was charged Sunday with incitement to violence and fraud over alleged miracle cures. Eliezer Berlin, head of the Shuvu Banim sect, never heard of that, within the Breslov Hasidic community. Now, I know the Hasidics, a whole bunch of them in Brooklyn. He is accused of taking advantage of his status to extract money from people in distress, knowing full well that he could not help them, the court indictment said. The accused is the head of a community of millions of worshippers for whom he has supreme authority. I would question that quote of millions of worshippers just for that one sect, because
Yeah, I know that's a That's a heck of a fan base.
Yeah. Especially when yeah, you're talking about probably all the Jews. It's only in the millions, right? In a video shown on Israeli TV, of course, it's not available. Berlin promises to cure a child suffering from cancer, giving him medicine, and demands 5,000 shekels, $1,400. The medication was just sweets, the charges allege. In another case, he is accused of taking 10,000 shekels to treat a woman suffering from lung cancer. The woman died and her daughter filed a complaint. In 2016, he was jailed for 18 months after sexually assaulting 3 women. So this is like 4 years ago?
At one time, and he's 80 years old.
I know.
Wow.
He was 78 then?
And he was in a four-way with 3 chicks and got busted for it. Wow.
Well, I don't know about the same time, but he did have the energy to at least assault one once. Oh. The Breslov Hasidic community respects laws in everyday life. Many of Berlin's supporters remain convinced of his innocence. He was arrested in February. Some of his disciples attacked police, injuring 2, according to Israel's authorities. Berlin rose to prominence in the 1980s for organizing clandestine pilgrimages to the tomb of his movement's founder in Ukraine. Wow. Yep. Ultra Orthodox.
He must be crazy. He's too old to be that sinister. Yeah, he's too old to be fraudulent. Poor thing.
Come on.
82, man.
Oh,
He's
come
selling
on.
snake oil. That old, he knows better.
Yeah, you think. You would think. Let's see any other freaking interesting news. Judge Judy's calling it quits after 25 years. That's big news.
Oh,
No more Judge Judy. I can't believe 25 years she was on.
I thought she had like a mental breakdown on one of her shows or a stroke or something, but then made a comeback.
I don't know.
I'm surprised she's not retired already. We can get Greta Thunberg to take her place. That would be good.
I know. According to the Daily Mail, U.S. Marines. Whoa, what's this? Come on, fucking ads. U.S. Marines drink the blood of beheaded cobras and chomp on tarantulas and scorpions as they learn survival game exercises. And I'm gonna get hit with all these fucking ads. Cobra Gold.
When the beer runs,
huh?
the beer ran out, so they drank blood of snakes. Damn.
I don't know. Apparently, this is it's a thing they do every year. teaches soldiers that snake blood is suitable alternative to clean drinking water. Dozens of nations took part in the event with thousands of troops carrying out land and sea drills. Cobra Gold began in Thailand on Tuesday. The event sees thousands of U.S. troops taking part in a series of grueling and garish tasks, all in the name of survival. 29 other nations are also attending the largest event of its kind in the Asia Pacific region. Yeah, let's just get some people from Asia with a virus. Let's put them in these kind of conditions, and yeah, sounds smart. What do you think?
Right.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Squirting that cobra blood in their mouth. Okay. I mean, this one guy looks too. They look a little enthusiastic there. Yeah, well, they ripped the head off a fucking turkey or chicken. Huh. And it looks like it can get gruesome. So don't look if you can't take it. What's this guy gonna do? Oh, yeah, drinking some more cobra blood. This guy. Let me use this as a toothpick.
He's loving it.
Got a little baby in there. This guy. All right, that's just fucking crazy right there. Gonna eat a live scorpion. That's just fucking nuts. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a frat party.
Yeah, right. Oh. There you go. You pet now. Okay. Pretty cool. Oh, we're gonna get video. There you go. Hey, drink it. Drink. Would you do that, Tommy?
Sure. Hell yeah. Why not?
Yeah. You try some cobra blood?
If I got on TV and, got on TV.
Searching for the perfect.
Oh, freaking ads. Here we go. Oh, where's... Look at it. Slam that chicken against the wall. Where's Peter?
He's gonna fighting.
There you go. It's like a drinking game.
Jungle survival experience for me, it was actually like pretty high speed overall. We learned how to eat different types of foods, plants, animals. We learned humane ways of killing animals, and learned a lot of new tactics and information I didn't know before.
Humane ways of killing animals. Let's go back to the beginning of that video.
Oh my God.
Yeah, humane ways of killing animals. We learned, boom, man, that's the way to do it. I gotta fucking rip it off. Okay. Pineapple? Oh.
เขาให้ความสัมพันธ์กับคนของเขาแต่มาอยู่ประเทศไทยนี่ก็คือค่อนข้างที่จะอยู่กินลำบากนะครับเขาส่งมาฝึกก็คือการเอาตัวรอดทำไงจะอยู่รอดได้ การหาน้ำทำไงจะอยู่รอดได้ สัตว์มีพิษสัตว์มีพิษทุกสิ่งทุกอย่าง ที่อยู่ใกล้ตัวเขาทำไงที่จะเอาตัวรอดได้
This is looks like wild scallion. Interesting, huh?
Yeah, that couldn't be stateside though. They got better stuff to do stateside than that bullshit.
That was in Thailand.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Let's see, anything else? I think that just about covers it.
Cool. Yeah, my 5:30 appointment is just about on me. So
There
I'm
you
going to ski-daddle.
All right, good timing. All right, it's been fun. Everybody, thanks for dropping by. You know what to do. Hit that like button. And don't forget, hit notifications for our next hangout. Might have one tomorrow or definitely Wednesday for hump day. Maybe. We'll see. All right, later.